let's keep it real and say a black group versus a white group, right? And this black group goes against this white group in regards to a race war. Black people say we will kill all white people, and white people say we will kill all black people, and there is a physical arms war that goes forth in the streets, killing each side until no one's left. Once again, here we are, part 2 of this. It looks like Back to the Future, except still dealing with past issues, And everywhere you beginning to look now, everything you beginning to see tucked away in some of the corners on the internet and really beginning to be prominent, because it's pushed through mainstream media, a presidency, and all these other things, is the issues of a race war. And the problems with the ideas of a race war, the problems with the concept of that, what hasn't been thought through is the fact that nobody wins, ever. There is no winner in a race war, and not at this point in our history, not at this point in time in this country. A race war is not the way to deal with the opposition. It's not the way to deal with the opposite side that you're not feeling at the time. A race war does not solve that type of conflict. It expresses a lot about, what you're feeling, pent up aggressions and whatnot, but it doesn't go to solve the issue or make a point. It doesn't even make a point. And this is why it makes no point and it makes no sense. In a race war, nobody wins. The reason nobody wins is because the landscape of 2016 and beyond is not set for it. And the landscape is not set for it, regardless of how much the mainstream media pushes it, the propaganda from the White House and all these other places push the issues of race and stacking one race and one culture of people against another, and pushing it to the point to where it's so heated and the cuts and the wounds are so deep, and the racist slurs and tensions and darts that's being thrown are so tense that people can't stand it and they're ready to kill for it, is the fact that nobody will win this. What I mean by that is, if you have, let's keep it real and say a black group versus a white group, right? And this black group goes against this white group in regards to a race war. Black people say we will kill all white people, and white people say we will kill all black people, and there is a physical arms war that goes forth in the streets, killing each side until no one's left. Not only are black people outnumbered, which doesn't mean nothing. There's been smaller armies go against larger armies all the time. Israel does it all the time. But what I'm saying is, what about all the people in the middle? We have not thought this through. Out of all the people in the middle, who's affected the most? Everybody, because this is what happens. You'll get a black group who says, if you are not for us, you're against us. And then a black man, me, will raise up and say, I'm not down with that. And then they'll say, well, you're the enemy. Now I get gunned down and I get killed by my own because I'm not with the race war. Or on the white side, the white people say, you're with us or against us. And the white brother says, look, I'm not down with that. I'm not riding. Well, we gun you down then because you're not with us. You're against us. No one wins. But the biggest proponent and why this doesn't work is because this is the era of the mixed children. This is the stage and the world of mixed children. This world is ran by mixed children, the mulatto children. Millions upon millions upon millions of mixed children and babies scattered all across this country will not participate in this. If I have a white mother, why would I participate in killing the white culture? If I have a black father, why would I participate in killing the black culture? How does this work for the millions of mixed kids who are out here in the middle? It doesn't. No one picks sides and say, sorry mom, you're white and you gave birth to me, but I'm riding with my black side now and screw everything you and your civilization stands for. Or me as a black man raise up, or a white or a half breed stand up and say, you know, father, thanks for giving me life, but you're black and I don't like what your culture represents. I'm riding with the white side against you. This doesn't work because the whole entire country now is blended. It's brown, it's mixed. There's not a school, an employer, a place on this country and in this country that the mixed child does not exist in large numbers. I'm sorry, the lines have been blurred. Everything is blended. A race war will never work in the benefit of anybody because you have way too many mixed children who are not going to pick sides against both sides of the culture they've been born into and that they didn't ask to be born into. It is what it is. It's way too many of these things going on. There's way too much interracial mingling. People from interracial relationships getting money together, financing each other. There's way too many of our sports figures that we look up to and love to watch play ball that are hired and get their money from the opposite culture or the opposite race. Way too much business going on. There's way too much support. There's way too much relationships that's going on that will not be broken for that, and people will not go for that. So there's a few reasons that, a race war will not work. Let's think about it.